Good morning, Internet people. It is time for a quick update, and then I'm going to make some breakfast for you. Now, I have managed to lose 16.5 pounds, and I have lopped off 2.5 inches off this gut here. But I was able to go from, I think my first run was around 1.4 miles, something around there, all the way up to now I'm running 8 miles at a time, and I was able to accumulate close to 60 miles last month. But since I'm running 8-mile runs now, I'm gonna have to taper back a little bit because my feet and my legs cannot take that. I don't think right at this point I couldn't do 8-mile runs 3 times a week. So I'm gonna taper back to Monday and Friday runs, give myself a little more time to recoup, and my legs will appreciate it, because right now I'm a little sore because I jumped up a little too quickly. But let's hop on down to the kitchen. I'll show you how I make my breakfast.
Okay, now it is time for me to show you what I eat for breakfast on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and that consists of a nice orange and 1 hard-boiled egg. But since today isn't Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, I'm actually boiling up 2. And then I'm going to show you how to make the Pinole, which consists of toasted cornmeal, and you want to get the masa harina because what that has in it is traces of lime, as in limestone, which would be the stone they use to grind up the corn, and what that does is it adds a little bit of calcium to it. Okay, now first, go ahead, oil up your pan with whatever you want to oil it up with, and I use a big old cup of that cornmeal. You don't have to, but I'm a big dude, so that's what I like to do. And I just go ahead and flatten it out. And you're going to want to turn the heat to medium, and then you're going to toast it. That's what makes it Pinole. You're going to toast it for about 8 minutes on medium, or until it's starting to get golden brown. You'll notice whenever things are ready to go. Okay, you're going to want to keep stirring that up as it's going, and as you can see, it got a nice golden brown, and it's been about 8 minutes. So now your cornmeal is toasted. It's Pinole. Now put that off to the side. As you can see here, I got a bowl with a teaspoon of cinnamon and then 2 tablespoons of honey. And what I like to use is this Wee Bee raw honey because it is pesticide free and it is straight from the beekeepers. It's a lot healthier, but it won't be quite as sweet as the really refined honey that you're probably used to. But I like it. It still tastes good. So 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of the Wee Bee raw honey, and then you're going to want to mix that in there with it. All right, now, got that in there. There's only one more ingredient to make this Pinole: oatmeal. And since oatmeal is usually served hot, you're going to want 1 1/4 cups of hot water. And well, I already have a source of hot water right here. So what I usually do is I try to carefully pour this as I spill some, usually. No, there's a good bit. But that's okay. That's a little too much, but then I pop that back over on the heat. And I just go ahead and mix it in. Listen to that sizzle. Yeah, I'd put a 1/4 cup too much, but there you go. And you just mix that up, and it'll get kind of an oatmeal-ish consistency after a while. All that water will be soaked right up by that toasted cornmeal, and you're ready to go.
And this is how you eat it. Now for those of you who are used to sugary breakfasts, this probably won't be sweet enough for you. But it's pretty easy to get used to. Now, I've been eating it for a month now, so I'm pretty used to it, but you can see the consistency. It's kind of clumpy. Not quite like oatmeal, but it's a good breakfast. It'll fill you up quick. Most people probably could half this recipe, and they'd be just fine. But if you want to check out more of my progress, and you're on the main page, all that stuff's going to be down below. And if you want to get the masa harina that I get, you can get a 10-pound bag of that. It'll last you a while. Or if you want to get that raw honey I have, there are links all over that page too. And if you're not on the main page, there should be a link down below in the description for you. I'm going to eat some breakfast.